Hey guys, Cam from 15, Drum my co-host, the White Wolf, and we are back again with the return of Dr. Stone. Um, we've reviewed the second season of Dr. Stone. I reviewed the first season by myself, just talking about it in one video in its entirety, but we did review the second season, and we both loved where the second season was going. And then we also reviewed the special episode, episode Ryusei. And man, all I can say is it's just great to have Dr. Stone back again.
Yeah, what a breath of fresh air.
Again, I don't understand the science complementary parts of these episodes. Like, I still struggle, but just seeing them making pretty much a new world, which is funny enough, that's in the title. Pretty much trying to bring humanity back to what it once was in their time, in Senku's time. It was still good to see. And this episode pretty much was kind of about farming and making crops for food, pretty much.
Can we talk about the opening for a moment?
Yes, go right ahead.
Are those the new villains that are coming up?
I guess they are. I don't know. I don't read the manga of Dr. Stone. I'm guessing that's the case. They do look evil, so
Yeah. Well, and what are your thoughts on the song?
I have to listen to it a few more times,
Yeah,
to
me
be
too.
honest,
Yeah, me too.
before I get my thoughts. So, yeah. But Dr. Stone, it's back and it's funny and glory of just it's comedy, and then obviously the main thing, it's science aspect. We got like a Minecraft reference in this episode. I'm guessing that's how they're gonna diagram some things, which I don't play Minecraft, never did play Minecraft. I remember back when me and my co-host here went to
Yeah,
middle
yeah,
school.
yeah. I was gonna say why they're referencing Minecraft now?
Yeah. Maybe it's the new thing for this season to explain things, and maybe it makes things a lot easier for the viewer, which honestly it did. But when I first saw like the chibi like sprouts, I'm like, this looks like Minecraft. And it takes me back to the time when me and my co-host were in middle school, and we had this computer lab in the after school program, and everybody would play effing Minecraft on those computers.
Yeah, well, I'm like on some other website playing some classic arcade game or something.
Yeah, I still remember when the freaking leaders were like, "You gotta have like an hour worth of homework before you play the game." So
hmm
that was funny. Good times, good times. But pretty much what happens in this episode of Dr. Stone, like we just mentioned, it's just kind of about getting food and continuing where we left off. If you've seen the special episode of Ryusei, now if you're coming to this, I've not seen a special episode Ryusei. One, you're not going to know who Ryusei is, and two, you're not going to know what the hell's been going on. What they're doing is they're building a boat, but they need oil to make this boat obviously operate. So they're using their balloon to try to find the source of oil right then and there. But obviously, they're having trouble. We stopped by Ishigami Village, and what is kind of the issue going on with Ishigami Village in this episode?
Basically, food, I guess, and like a popularity.
Yeah. We pretty much get kind of the mentioning from a Kohaku, that there's obviously food shortages because all they do is fish. Like, they don't, and they're like older people too, so they can't really go out and hunt like animals. Like, for example, we see goats, they can't go out, they're too old to go out and hunt for food. So Kohaku makes pretty much the reference of like, well, yeah, when we go through these fishing food shortages, it ends up actually killing people, end up actually die of hunger because there's not enough food. So that's kind of the main goal of the episode, is to find food for people to obviously live off of, because if you don't have food, well, you're gonna freaking die.
Now,
So
just imagine you, Cameron, knowing you that who doesn't like seafood, you'd have to live with eating fish every single day.
man, I don't know if I could be doing it, but see, the thing is, sometimes if you're hungry, you have to eat what you have to eat. And I think if I was in a world like this, as much as I don't like fish, I think I would have to eat it at the end of the day because I got to get something in my system.
I gotta say, I was in the same opinion as you a long time ago. I was like, seafood, but nowadays I love seafood. Well,
Yeah, I'm not a
depends.
seafood guy.
Yeah, depends which kind of seafood for me, actually. Anyways,
Maybe
moving
that's
on.
why I don't. Maybe that's why I don't like sushi either. So,
Yeah, I actually never had sushi, surprisingly. I've been nagged about it, but
huh, it's interesting. Um. Anyways, so the one thing is obviously and the funny thing is Ryusei when he first sees just fish, 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 fish. This man is he's just like, you can't be serious. You really can't be serious. And this man's like, I will find some meat. Or well, food, but that was absolutely hilarious. So practically while they're out looking for oil, they also go out looking for food too. You get a comedic scene where Senku calls Kohaku a lioness.
yes, and Kahako's all like, shit, shut up and all that stuff. I don't know what she's saying, but
I will say this: they bring back the funny ass faces, and the funny ass faces always crack my ass up.
yeah.
So that's kind of the thing there. But what happens is Ryusei feels like this breeze, and obviously this breeze means food or animals and things like that. Because I think you saw like birds or something in the sky, and then what animal they end up finding?
A goat.
Oh yes, Archer boy, who I gotta remember his name. He shoots one of them down, and it was absolutely funny. The moment he shoots him down, they go right into the Minecraft setting. Um, which I don't know if they want to. I guess that's their way of censoring it. I guess
I mean, they still showed the blood in the end, but
that is true. That is true, but they didn't show like the arrow getting stuck into the goat. Maybe the anime supports goats' rights, right? I don't know.
I guess that's one way to put it.
Goats have rights. I don't know. Maybe that's the case, but yeah, they make meat. Obviously the old people are just happy to have like this type of food, so obviously, this makes Ryusei happy, and it's kind of this whole thing with him of, even though they make the mention time and time again, he's a very greedy guy. At the end of the day, the guy still has a good heart. And he calls these old ladies beautiful women.
He's a Chad. He's a Chad.
Wasn't he like after we got done reviewing wasn't he like your favorite character of the series now?
He's low key. He's low key my favorite character in the series, at least for now.
So
honestly, I agree with him. All women are beautiful.
I can respect that. So you get that kind of solid plot point there, but again, they still got to look for some more food. Now, Kohaku makes a mention of at this field, and we see this field of yellowtails or wheat, pretty much, and they pretty much get just, I guess, crops of wheat. And if you don't know what you can make with wheat, what can you make with wheat?
Of course, it's bread, and all the good stuff.
Yes. So obviously that's kind of the thing there, but it's kind of a walk, and two, they can't make a wheat field in Ishigami Village because it's kind of too mountainous and it's too packed in. And that's when they rely on Taiju's group. And what does Taiju's group do in this episode?
They start farming like crazy. They start pickaxing and forming the crops and stuff. Of course, a certain someone is more successful than the other two.
Yes, Yo and Magna, they weren't as successful because they didn't know about the sea salt, or the seashell game that helped them out with this. Also, too, we see how Yuzuriha uses the wheat to also make like a straw hat, pretty much, on there and give to Taiju. And then Taiju also, obviously, we see him work overnight. Nikki comes up and tells him like, "Hey, dude, maybe you should get some rest." But what is the reason why he keeps working?
He explains how his parents died when he was just a little boy, and he sees he remembers seeing like other people like being happy with their own families. So like he's saying he wants to see other families come together and stuff.
Yeah, which is a nice thing of Taiju, which I think we didn't even know that when the series started. Like, shit, I didn't know it was like, damn, he lost his parents that early. So, and I love how he put it. He's like, listen, I won't be able to I wish I could bring my parents back, but I can't. But, if I can create enough food for people to be revived, so then they have food to come back and eat, then I'll do that for other people to be happy. So that's very nice of Taiju. Again, a good guy with a good heart. Can't be more impressed. But pretty much, hey, that's kind of it of the episode. But overall, it was just great to be reintroduced into this Dr. Stone world with what we are getting this season. And I definitely can't wait to see how long it's going to take for them to get this oil, which was funny because Senku was like, who knows? It could take a year, 2 years, maybe more than that before we find the oil. But it is kind of the thing there. But I figure they'll find the oil eventually and they'll start on their little journey. But it's just great to be back in the Dr. Stone world. I really miss this world. It's one of the better animes, especially for science. Again, I never thought I would find myself watching an anime about science. And even though I did like science when I was in high school, I was never like the smartest guy about science. But I still get a kick out of enjoying it.
Yep.
So yes, dare to tell everybody how the end of the episode and post-credit scene is about?
It's basically their attempt at baking bread, and guess what? They all burned to a crisp. Kohaku and the others are apparently enjoying it because they think it's fun to crunch on it. But Senku and oh my god. You put it into words. I'm laughing right now.
They just kill over and die because modern people know how bad burnt bread tastes, and burnt bread. Oh god, I do not want to eat burnt bread. It has that weird taste to it, and you can tell it's all crunchy and burnt. And you're like, oh. So they definitely overcooked the bread, which it was funny because Senku's like, we're gonna need a cook now that knows how to cook. So I don't know if that's gonna be like the objective for next week's episode, where they have to go maybe find somebody to, I guess, who's a good cook. Again, they're low on revival fluid, so they have to be very, I guess, perceptive of who they choose, and they got to know, oh no, this is a person that can cook. But then again, they have that one reporter lady that practically seems like she knows a lot about most people, so maybe she knows where there's somebody that can cook food for them. And obviously you have to hope the person's good, because there's no guarantee these people are going to be good guys.
That's my main concern. You remember what happened when they first revived Tsukasa?
Well, I feel like Tsukasa wasn't a bad guy. He was just kind of misguided.
No, I'm not saying he's bad, but like he had his own beliefs and.
Yeah. I did find it funny how Chrome and Kohaku was just chomping at the fucking bread, and they're just like,
yeah.
And then they had the old lady saying, "Oh, this is so good." I'm like, see, that's the reaction of somebody that hasn't tried something for the first damn time. And mind you, these are people these are pretty much, I guess you can say, people that would be like considered prehistoric people. Again, so they never would have tried bread, but the moment they can get good fluffy bread, which they do cut over to Taiju's group, they're like, man, they're enjoying that fluffy, nice bread. And then you're like, oh wait, no, I don't know about that.
Yeah, they're just passed out on the ground right now.
So that's kind of the thing there. But nice, exciting episode. Great to be back in the Dr. Stone world, and definitely can't wait to see what season 3 has in store for us. But any other final thoughts before we get out of here?
I'm just excited, man. Dr. Stone is back, and I'm looking forward to other animes that are coming back. But for now, let's focus on Dr. Stone. Yeah. And of course, we should probably be doing Eden Zero tomorrow also, right?
Yeah, so we have time tomorrow. We should be doing Eden Zero episode 11 review. So yes. Already posted my Konosuba Mega prequel anime first episode review up on the channel. So if you like Konosuba and you like Megami, well, go check my thoughts out on that. Then I have to, so yeah, Super Mario Brothers movie. I did watch that. Sadly, my co-host couldn't join me on that expedition to watch the movie, but I will give you my review on that. All I will say without giving away spoilers, it's definitely a really damn good movie, and it continues the trend the past few years of really great video game movies.
I also hear that the movie is also quite short. Is that true?
It's not short, but it's probably about an hour film,
Hmm. I mean,
hour
okay,
45-minute film. It's no
okay.
problem. It doesn't overstay its welcome. Plot's simple enough to where it doesn't have to be that long.
Hmm.
Yes, but I'll be doing my review of that. It will be a non-spoiler and spoiler review of that film. I'll probably record that video tomorrow and get that up maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Or Saturday. I don't know. But Saturday, I don't know about Saturday because we're actually going to a baseball game on Saturday. So who knows? Anyways, we're gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Dr. Stone Season 3, as well as hit the subscribe button not only to my channel but my co-host channel. I'll put in bless me. And
But bless, that was a sneeze.
yeah, that was a sneeze. I had to hold it in. I'll put my co-host channel in the link below in the description below. I think last time I checked, we're at 694 on my channel, so only 6 more subscribers till we get to 700, and then the next goal will be 750. So channel's growing. We're only about 200 subscribers. No, 300 subscribers away from 1,000. So thanks for the support. Nothing else I can say. That just tells me you guys like the content I do on the channel. So yeah, but anyways, we're gonna get out of here. Catch you guys in the next video. Till then, guys, stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your day.
Peace.